Hey everybody, welcome to another version of Shop My Stash. We're going to go through my makeup collection and pick out some stuff for the week. So if you are familiar with my video series for Shop My Stash, you know that we start up here. And so let's just go ahead and start picking this stuff out. So I know for this week I want to use the Becca and Chrissy Teigen palette because I haven't used this in a long time. I think the last time I used it was probably when it first came out. This is what this palette looks like. It comes with a blush, a couple of highlighters, and a bronzer. And so, like I said, it's been a while since I've used it. The last time I used it was when it first came out. I've been using the Jaclyn Hill one a little bit more these days. But I think that is all we need from up here. Let's just start going through our drawers. So for highlight this week, I have been using the Inglot Jennifer Lopez Living the Highlight, and this has been one of my favorites lately. I think you'll probably see this in a favorites video here very soon. But I am loving this highlighting powder. It is so pigmented, so intense, so if you do like strong highlight, then you would love this. I'll probably give you a swatch of that here in just a little bit so that you know what it looks like. I think I would like to use another one though. I think I might put to use the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. I bought this a long time ago when it first came out because, as you know, I really don't buy Kat Von D anymore, but for purposes of things I already had that I enjoy and that I am okay with, then I still use those. So this is one of those kind of duochrome highlightings. I think they call it holographic, but I know there's a lot of controversy on what holographic is and what it is not. And so I'm going to put this one to use. I like mixing. I'm not big on holographic or duochrome highlighters. So what I do is I mix the colored highlighter with something neutral. So in this case, I can mix this in with a little bit of this, and it gives it just a slight hue without being too overly dramatic. And so I think that's good for this week. I think that's what we will use. And then moving on to blush. I always like to do something along the lines of a neutral and also something along the lines of like a brighter shade. I haven't used this one in a while. Let's use this one. This one is the MAC and Riri blush, and it is in the shade Bad Girl Gone Good. Let's see. This is going to be our neutral one for the week. If I can get it open, hang on. That's what this one looks like. It's a little bit deeper, but it is still on the neutral side. I really love this shade. So let's use this. There are also there's that bright shade in the Chrissy Teigen palette. So we've got a bright, we've got kind of a nude, and I think we can probably even do like a really low-key one. Down Boy might be. Let's use this one. This one's by The Balm. It's called Down Boy. I have always found The Balm's blushes to be very, very pigmented, no matter what the shade, even if it's a light shade like this one, kind of like a baby pink. I really do love products by this brand. So I think we are good there. We're covered for blush. And then let's go into bronzers. Of course, depending on what foundation I am going to use for the week, that will depend on whether I use blush on that given day or not. But the bronzers I've really been using lately are the Hourglass. I love these. This is Luminous Bronze Light. I also have the other, which is Radiant Bronze Light, and these are just such a natural way to give just some depth to your skin, and so I think this is the one we're going to use for this week. They're so super soft. You know Hourglass powders to be very finely milled, and this one has like a little bit of sparkle, so it just gives you that really healthy type of look. I think that's good there. The other thing I'm going to use is the, so I've been using this one quite a bit. It's the Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer, and this is a cream highlight. I always use a cream as a base for my powder highlight because it makes it pop. I think this is the older packaging, but I love that one so much. Let's see. I think I don't need anything from this drawer. Now, there are times where I end up coming over to my Stila Glitter and Glows, but a lot of times I don't know which one I am going to use until day of and I say, okay, I want to add a little bit of sparkle, I want to make this eye color pop, whatever the case may be. But I don't think I know which one I'm going to use until day of, so I will likely come back to these during the week, but probably won't grab them right now for purposes of Shop My Stash. I think I do want to use, though, one of these pink pigments. Let's see. I've got the darker ones and I've got the lighter ones. And I think I'll go ahead and use the lighter ones this week. So let's grab this little stack. Let's see. It is Star Crystal and Rose Light. It's crushed metallic pigment. So let's use these for this week. And let's move on. So nothing in this drawer, nothing in this drawer, really nothing till we come down to eyeshadow palettes. And so let's start choosing from here. I think there's going to be, so I already have in mind a couple that I want to use this week, and those are in the drawers of my desk over there in my vanity. So we'll have to wait to grab those, but I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to use. I think I do want to use the, I'm trying to use lighter ones, but I haven't used this one in a while. It's the Kat Von D Serpentina palette. Again, really kind of going to town this week with the Kat Von D products, but again, I don't purchase Kat Von D anymore, just for purposes. I just want to put that out there because I've disclosed that from time to time. Don't want people thinking, oh, she's buying Kat Von D again. I'm really not. These are just products that I did not do away with because I was okay holding on to them, and I end up putting them to use. So I think we will use this one in addition to the two that I am going to take out of the desk. Let's see what else we want to use. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to put the Kat Von D back. I want to use the Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette by Tarte because the last time I used it was shortly after I filmed my video. I did keep it in the box. I know it's kind of weird to do that. I am just one who, if I really love the packaging, I will hold on to the box. And so this is just such a great palette. It's the one that comes in the seashell. So for purposes of this video, and actually I'll put the box to the side for the week because we are going to use the palette. So this thing is so pretty, and if you stand it up, it just makes like really good decoration. So this has really good summer shades, puts you in like summer vibe. And let's see if we can open this bad boy up. I may have to put the camera down, hold on. And this is what this looks like. Super pretty, really metallic, just standout shades in this bad boy. I really do enjoy using it. We have everything from this particular drawer set, so let me move this stuff over to the desk and we'll pick the stuff out from the desk that we need. Okay, so we've got quite a bit up here on the desk. So first off, let me pull the other two eyeshadow palettes that I want to use for this week. That totally scared me. So there's two eyeshadow palettes by Kylie Cosmetics that I actually very much enjoy, that a lot of people did not like, and they're the Weather Collection palettes. I seem to be able to get a lot of good looks and use out of them, and I know a lot of people were saying it's just they weren't that good, and yeah, the quality is a little bit different, but quite frankly, I like them very much. I have found that the sparkle shades, if I use my finger, I get a really incredible look. Let me see. And I think I put these in wrong the last time I threw them in their boxes. Again, I'm weird because these boxes I kept, but I like the packaging on the box more than I liked the packaging on the actual palette. So that was the reason for that. This is the palette I love. I mean, it's my favorite out of the two, and it's because of these sparkly shades. If I use my finger and apply them onto a glitter glue, I get such a pretty outcome, and I just very much like the result. And these pastels are not all the greatest. I use a NYX eye crayon underneath, it's milk, so that I can make them stand out a little bit more, but even at that, they don't stand out as much as I would like. This is the darker version of the two. Also some really pretty shades in here. They're just darker. But again, I really enjoy it. I know a lot of people didn't. I sure do. So I'm going to put those to use this week because I used this for my makeup for church today, and I really, really loved it. So let's just leave that there, and then moving on to primer. So honestly, the two primers that I haven't used the Bobbi Brown in a few days. I've really been using the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer, and I just love this one so much. I have a good makeup day every time I use it. It almost really does feel like, so it has a claim that it kind of provides a barrier between your skin and your makeup and the elements, you know, when you go outside and all the pollution and everything. And I really feel like that's true. So I've been having really good skin days with that. So the other thing that I have been using on a daily is this Wander Glow Getter Mist. I spray my beauty blender, which lately I've been using this one. It's the Morphe, I guess like a contour sponge, and I spray my sponge with it and then go in to my foundation, and it just really has been making a difference in making my skin look healthy and glowy. So that for sure is a must. Okay, so we've got all of that good stuff. Gonna come rummage in my everyday boring drawer. And we're gonna get our Ka-Brow. Another thing I've been using quite a bit lately is and y'all know I really like this, it's the Double Duty, it's in the shade, oh, I guess I got black brown. Okay. Sorry, total side note. It's the Tinted Brow Gel by Tarte, and I love this so much. The little spoolie is super skinny, makes for really nice, precise application. And I think that is all I need from this drawer. Oh, I do need my Inglot Gel Liner. This is the little disc that you use with that Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. I do keep it in here so that it doesn't get lost. But other than that, I think we're good there. So we've got that. Now coming over to, let's come over to the drawer that has like the powders and powders, but the concealers. So lately, I really have been liking the Benefit Boing Concealer. I put it on with a brush, and it really does go on very airbrushed. The only thing I haven't been able to tell is if it's really creasing, because I do set it with powder, but I feel like it ends up looking like I've got some lines under my eyes. I'm going to continue using it this week, and this one's a deluxe size, but the reason I want to keep using it is because I want to see if I want to put it in my loves list for Sephora for possible purchase next time. As you know from my Sephora follow-up, I was kind of on the fence about the Laura Mercier Flawless whatever concealer, and I ended up sending it back because I just thought, you know what, I must not really be loving it if I'm just keeping on giving it more chances to see if I like it. And so I just ended up, I'm still on the hunt for that perfect concealer aside for I love Tarte Shape Tape. The only thing is this is light, and I think I need light medium. Light has never been correct for me, but I still want to use it because it's got a lot of product in there. So the other thing that I want to use, I always use a powder to set my under eyes and to set the concealer that I have put on my eyelids, and this is typically what I use. It's these two powders right here. I use either or, whatever I'm in the mood for. And then this is good bronzers and contour shades right there. So I typically use that on a weekly basis, daily basis, but for purposes of this video, it is weekly. Let's see, what else? Okay, so I'm going to put these two in here. They're over here to the side because I just sharpened my Essence Extreme Lasting. This is the 16-hour eye pencil. I have loved this so much. For $3, I can't believe it's that inexpensive. And yesterday I went to Ulta because I did not have a brown eyeliner and I needed one, and I didn't want to pay an arm and a leg for one, and they ended up having one left of the brown Extreme Lasting. It's in the shade, let me see. It's called But First Espresso. It's in the shade number 2. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. But anyways, so I'm going to put this here to the side for those days where I want to do my waterline but with brown pencil. So that takes care of that. I think the only thing we are missing are lips. So one thing that I will show you is that I reorganized my little lip containers. If you remember, these things all used to be kind of piled in together, and I used to rummage around and I'd say, I don't know if that annoys you, so I'm going to kind of silence out the video portion right now. But anyways, I have since organized to where everything's kind of lined up really nicely. I even organized my glosses, which I was really happy with. And so I want to use glosses more often these days. But For the week, I already know when I was going through these, I saw a few things that I want to bring back to using. A couple of them being by Marc Jacobs. They're these liquid lipsticks, but they're the moussey type formula. I've got the shade Shush Blush and Slow Burn. One of them's a little bit more nude, one of them's a little bit more pink, and so I do want to use those. Let me put these on the desk real quick, and then feel like I want to use a nude type shade. I feel like this one would be a good one. This one's by Stila, and it is called Bossy. It's Bossy or Bocce. I never knew. I've heard it pronounced both ways, but I also want to use this orangey one. This is also by Stila, and it is in the shade Venezia. So that's what that one looks like. I think that's going to be our bright for the week. I'm excited to also use this one. I don't think I'm going to use it this week, but Amalfi. It's the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick. Also, maybe we'll see that in next week's, along with the Fenty. I love that Fenty lipstick, which I'm excited because tomorrow's the launch of her new summer collection. I am filming this on Sunday, so tomorrow, Monday, and I'm really excited about that. Okay, so now that we've got those, let me grab, let's see. Okay, I have a neutral and kind of a brighter orange, so let's see. I have also found a new gloss that I am just loving so much. You'll probably see that in my May favorites, but I won't give too much away on that. I guess I'll use the Fenty what is this, Gloss Bomb? Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. I'll use this for the neutral lipstick, and then we can use this one, maybe? Can we use this one? Let's see. I'm trying to put these Marc Jacobs glosses to use, so I don't know. Maybe this one. Alright, I don't know what I'm wanting to use for... Oh, you know what? Let's use this one on top of that. We can use this one on top of that orangey type lipstick. This is more pink, but matte glosses don't tend to be as opaque, so you can kind of get away with it. This is from the Archie's Girls collection, and it is called Kiss and Don't Tell. Okay, so I think that wraps up everything for lips. Let's just make sure we have everything that we need for the week. Okay, so we have what we need for face. We don't have a foundation, so that might be helpful. So for the week, let's go ahead and use, I tend to rotate 3 of them out. You already know those to be the Huda, the Dior Skin Forever, and the Fenty, and so I think we may end up using the same. I also have been wanting to use this one. Again, this is my Corez Greek Yogurt Smoothie. Let me grab that for the week too. So I am going to, let's see, all right, let's use the Dior Skin Forever, especially since we picked out bronzers for the week. So let's do that. Okay, I think we're good. So we've got foundation, we've got primer in a couple of different ways. We've got our highlighter base, we've got brows, blush, highlight, we've got the Tarte palette, we've got all kinds of lipsticks, setting powders, eyeshadow palettes, more brows, eyeliner, blush, bronzer. I think we're good to go. Let me put the camera down. I'll give you a quick swatch of that J.Lo highlight. Okay, so here's what it looks like. It is so intense, so sparkly, so... it's very J.Lo. And of course, we all want that J.Lo glow, so I am glad to have purchased this one so that I can have a part of that. Anyways, so I think we are good. This is what we're going to be using for the week for Shop My Stash. This means I'm ready to go for the week. Organized, I am good. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed this Shop My Stash. Hopefully this gives you ideas of what to pull out of your stash for the week as well. Alright guys, take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.